Guys, welcome back to channel IndyAutoMan. It's me, Xander, and today we're gonna be going over dashboard warning lights explained, okay? So if you have issues with your dashboard, we're here to help. So your ride is perfectly happy to tell you when something's wrong, but you have to listen. Understanding what warning lights do and don't mean will help you help your vehicle. Let's start with the worst, the check engine light. The check engine light is one of the car owners hate most. Usually this warning light is in the shape of a silhouetted engine, though sometimes it's even harder to miss when it's written in all caps, check engine. That's what the message says. While it seems like the scariest, this light is one of the most ambiguous because it relates to anything having to do with the car's motor or emission system. The potential issue could be as minor as a loose wire, an ill-fitting gas cap, or worn solenoid. Or it could mean something far more serious is wrong with the heart of the engine itself. Next light, we got the battery light. The battery warning is easy to decipher because it looks exactly like the thing that needs attention. For many car owners, the light conjures up a heart-sinking whir, whir, whir sound of a vehicle trying to start with a flat battery. But don't be fooled. If the battery light illuminates but the car starts up and drives normally, there could be a long-term issue with the battery itself or potential problems with the vehicle's wiring, alternator, or other electrical components. Up next, we got the coolant temperature. Looking like a thermometer taking a dip in the ocean, the coolant temperature warning lets you know your vehicle is running too hot. This could be caused by a broken water pump, low coolant levels in the radiator, a leaking or burst coolant hose, or even damage to the radiator itself. These are serious issues and could lead to much bigger engine problems if ignored. Like a blinking check engine light, driving an overheated car is not only unsafe, it also risks permanently ruining your four-wheeled mode of transportation. Up next, we got the transmission temperature gauge. This indicates the internal pieces of your gearbox are reaching a critical point. This might be caused by excessively heavy towing, low transmission fluid levels, or more seriously, excessive wear on the inner workings of the transmission. Up next, we got the oil pressure warning. Winning the award for best throwback dashboard warning light, an oil can, complete with a drop of oil coming out of it. An illuminated oil pressure light could indicate something as simple as your car telling you it needs its oil topped off. More seriously, it could mean a leak in the engine. Or worn parts like a blown piston ring or broken oil pump. If the engine's dipstick shows oil levels are low and adding oil turns the light off, then you're in luck. If that doesn't do the trick or the light comes on shortly after you've added oil, it's smart to get the issue checked as soon as possible. Driving for extended periods of time with an oil pressure warning light illuminated is another surefire way of causing big repair bills down the road. Like the gasoline sloshing around in the fuel tank, your car's oil level is equally essential to keeping your vehicle running. All right, we got the tire pressure monitoring system, also known as TPMS, up next. This light looks like 2/3 of a circle with an exclamation point right down the middle. Those little lines across the bottom are meant to symbolize the tread of a car tire. Cute, right? Unfortunately, things can get ugly if you're driving on severely under or overinflated tires. In many modern cars, the tire pressure monitoring system includes a display in the driver's gauges or in the menu located within the infotainment system to tell you, the driver, the exact tire pressure at each wheel. As an example, if one tire shows significantly less air pressure than the others, stop the car, refill the tire to the correct pressure rating. Start the car and see if the warning light goes off after a few minutes. If it doesn't, there could be damage to the tire that's causing a rapid leak. Up next on the list, we're going to discuss the brake system. We all love to talk about how quickly a car accelerates from 0 to 60, but things can get dicey if a vehicle doesn't come to a quick and controlled stop when the brakes are engaged. A common mistake occurs when the driver pulls away with the parking brake engaged, causing this warning light, or one saying parking brake, to glow. A more troubling culprit could be worn brake pads, low brake fluid levels, or problems with anti-lock braking system, also known as ABS. On a similar theme, when it comes to a car's stopping power, an illuminated ABS light often means there's an issue with the wheel speed sensor or problems with connections and wiring that could prevent the anti-lock braking system from activating. It's still safer to drive your car without ABS. Just understand a repair is warranted to restore full braking effectiveness, especially during a panic stop scenario. Up next on our list is traction and stability control. It's not meant to look like a car driving down a wild and curvy road, but it kind of does. This warning is often represented as the front view of a car with two squiggly lines underneath, illustrating what these systems are trying to avoid, which is your vehicle slipping and sliding all over the road. Keep in mind, the traction control and stability control light will turn on when the system is activated. Punch the gas pedal when it's excessively rainy or snowy, and chances are good you'll see this dashboard light illuminate. That only means these systems are doing their job. If they turn on when your car is running at a moderate speed on dry surfaces, however, there might be a flaw in the system. A common culprit would be a wheel speed sensor. Many vehicles allow the driver to adjust these systems using some form of driving mode selector. The highest performance settings in many sports cars will greatly minimize or completely deactivate traction control and stability systems. It's perfectly normal for this light to turn on when your vehicle is first started. Should it stay illuminated while driving, there could be a problem with one of the vehicle's airbags. This will cause you to get stuck on the side of the road, but it could be dangerous in the event of an accident. Up next on our list, we have the lamp out, one of the less serious dash lights on the list. Then again, if the lamp or bulb in question is a headlamp or tail light, you could be risking an accident or a pricey ticket. Ironically, the lamp out indicator is usually depicted by what looks like a sun with rays around it. A burnt out lamp or busted bulb wouldn't be as illuminated. Washer fluid, door open, or low fuel. These are the very basic ones every single person should know about and understand. The washer fluid icon is depicted as a windshield with a jet of water. When this appears, it alerts the driver that the car is low on washer fluid. Not a major problem unless your windscreen is filled with gooey bugs and you don't have the means to whisk them away. Simple. The door open icon is usually an overhead depiction of a vehicle with one or two doors open. This can be rectified in seconds. Close the door or trunk and you're on your way. Last but not least, the low fuel indicator features the icon of a fuel pump. This means you're running low on gas and it's time for a pit stop. A final helpful hint, the arrow alongside this icon tells you which side of the car the vehicle's gas flap is located. Very, very important. Dashboard warning lights explained. Thank you for watching. This is IndyAutoMan.